Charles, the young Filipino.
Alright guys, what's up? Thank you for watching this video. I'm coming at you real quick. On my way, shout out to this vlog. I'm on my way to go check out, for the very first time, I'm gonna try out a sensory deprivation tank, also known as float therapy. So if you don't know what that is, basically it's a really kind of a big chamber that your whole body goes into. It's about 10 inches of water, and they use about anywhere from 900 to 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt, which that much amount of salt will actually make you float, which is why it's a float therapy. And basically you're in the chamber with no sound and no light, and it basically takes the sense of kind of the weight of the world. It kind of gives you the sense of you're floating, or that you're not really kind of even where you're at. So I'm gonna try it out. There's a place out here in Napa, California. I'm on my way there, and when we get a little closer, I'm gonna hit a quick dab, and then we'll go inside. We'll see how much film I can get in there. I do want to show you guys the tank and the water and everything like that. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys me actually in there floating and all that, but I'm actually gonna do all that, and then I'll tell you how I feel afterwards. They say there's a lot of good benefits of it for like your muscles and pain and aches and things like that. So hopefully it's good for that. We'll see how I am after. So we'll check back in. I'm about 10 minutes away. So when we get closer to the parking lot, when we get in there, I'll check back in with y'all. So once again, thank you for clicking on this video. We'll check back in as soon as we get to the facility. All right, peace. So we'll hit this dab real quick. Then I'm right down the street from it, so we'll hit this dab real quick. And like I said, we're gonna do this sensory deprivation tank, also known as float therapy. We'll hit this dab, we'll go inside, and we'll just get into it, you know what I mean? We'll just do it. So cheers, GMO to the world, blow. Y'all know, let's get it. There we go. There it is. And now I will see you guys when we get inside. Cheers. Waiting. Alright guys, I'm coming at you real quick. Gotta do this real quick because we gotta hop in this shower real quick. We gotta take off all of the oils on our body and any perfume in my hair or whatever, whatnot. This right here is the pod. He told me it's real easy to open. You just wanna go like this and kind of just let it open up and swing open, and that's what will be inside is right there, all that water right there, and we're gonna be chilling out. So we're gonna hop in the shower real quick, and I'm gonna get back to you as soon as I get out of this thing. So we'll see what's up in an hour. So we'll see it. Woo. Area, and I'll let you know how it went. But yeah. right, so let me wipe off this camera real quick. Boom. So back at it real quick with the probably the fastest little quick outro I could do. It's real hot out here, but big shout out to the True Rest Float Spa out here in Napa, California. You see all their information down below. Shout out to everybody. Maybe it'd be better back here, but shout out to everybody inside. Real quick breakdown of what I just went through. So I went in, had a 1-hour session in a float tank and a sensory deprivation tank. Basically, it's pitch black in there. It's about 10 inches of water and it's about body temperature. And they put about 900 to 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt inside so that when you're in it, you actually float. And when you have this sensation of floating, it basically gives you an opportunity to open up kind of a better way of relaxing, if that makes sense. It's supposed to ease your joints, ease your muscles. It's supposed to give you a sense of relaxingness, a sense of weightlessness, a sense of just kind of just being, and a being where you don't have to worry about what's going on the outside. And that has helped the pitch blackness and having no light kind of helps with any other distractions that are going on the outside. There's no sound going on. In this specific facility, they allow music to be played inside the pod. They have different lights that can be played inside, whether it be blue to purples and pinks, reds and oranges. But I opted to choose just total darkness. And let me just go through a little bit of my experience while I was in there. So as you're sitting in there, matter of fact, while we do that, let's just load up a dab really quick. My experience really quickly, as I got into the pod, you instantly start floating. It's pretty cool. But more specifically on how I felt inside and what was going on, it played music for the first, I think he said 15 minutes. And then after 15 minutes, the music, I have the option to either keep the music playing or just let it die out. And so basically I just let the music play until it played and then it stopped. So once it stopped, I kind of just chilled in there. And basically that's what it is. It's maximum chilling, if that makes any sense. It's like chilling to the max. So basically what I did was I was laying in there, and there's like different type of positions that you can lay in. You can lay in with your arms like laying flat. You can lay in with your arms on your back, behind your head, or with your arms across like this, in different positions. So I opted to just, you know, lay flat. And it took about, I would say, after the music stopped playing, it was pretty instantaneously when I really got to relax. I relaxed pretty quickly. And you do lose the sensation of the water submerging around you because you're kind of like floating in it. So you do lose the sensation of floating and moving around and stuff. And this is ready. Let me take a dab real quick. Cheers. Alright, so it did take me, you know, just a few moments while I was in there after the music stopped playing for me to relax. The feeling of the water around you does go away. You do feel, when you like totally relax, you do have this sensation of kind of just like being. It's hard to explain in words, but you just kind of have this, you just have this feeling of just existence. It's weird. You kind of just have to do it to really understand what I'm saying. But yeah, that's kind of how it was. And then for about, I would probably say 45 minutes after that, no, not about 30 minutes after that, I started to get a little more anxious while I was in there. Not really like claustrophobic, but I would say anxious because I kind of just wanted to get out. And the reason why I wanted to get out was because I felt my breathing making the pod very hot. I guess I would say that the way that I was breathing, or just the person that I am, I'm a very hot person. Like, I breathe hot, I sweat a lot, I sweat while I sleep. So just being in there and being in the water, I felt myself being hotter than the water, and my breathing being hot too. So I kind of got this feeling of wanting to hurry up and get out, just because I wanted fresh air, and I felt like my breath was just making the air very warm. So that kind of was a little discomforting, but the overall experience was good. I'm just a hot person in general, so to try and combat that with this is kind of weird. You'd have to, like, you know, really figure that out. But you know, the process before I even started was you took a shower. I washed my body and my hair, got all the oils off my body, got all the oils out of my hair to make sure that the water that I was getting into didn't get contaminated with anything. And then I was in there for an hour, and then the 5 minutes prior to it ending, they play music just to kind of settle you back into back to reality and things like that. So yeah, and then about like 5 minutes before it's over, they play some soft music to really get you back to reality and get you back into feeling into you know, the sensations of being back into this world, back into reality, and you know, stuff like that. So yeah, now that it's over, I feel really salty. I'm gonna go home and take a shower and rinse off the rest of the salt, rewash my hair, and do all that good stuff. And afterwards, honestly, I feel really good. I don't feel any negative effects from it. Would I do it again? I'm not sure. It's really salty. It's probably not that bad, your skin and stuff like that, but I don't know, it's just really salty. I had to take another shower. It was a good experience, minus the fact that towards the end, my breath did make it feel really hot inside that little pod. But you do have this sensation of just floating, kind of just being there. The water, you don't feel the water anymore. And yeah, so I mean, yeah, that was my experience with being in the float spa. So if you guys are ever interested, check them out. If you're in the area, if you want to set up an appointment, check them out online, give them a call. And that's where we're at. We'll end this with one more dab, and then until next video, be on the lookout. Make sure you subscribe. You know, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you can always be on the update of when a new video drops. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you thought it was informative or anything like that, you know, give it a thumbs up. Any questions you have about it, make sure you leave it down below. But yeah, man, you already know, I'm the young Filipino coming at you with a video. We'll end it with a dab. Cheers. Till the next video. Appreciate you guys for watching. Till the next video. Yay!